Hi guys, welcome back. I am the Reaper 498. I am part of the Ghost Squad, and today we're bringing you another video, this time on Roku, Zombie Outbreak as the last time. But you will notice obviously the last video was round 1, this is round 2, so it's a continuation. Now before we head into the news today, if you could possibly like, subscribe, turn on those notifications, we'd really much appreciate it. And if you're feeling generous, why not jump over onto Twitter, where we'll try and keep you up to date with some of the latest news, and if not, we'll just try and cheer up your day with a bit of banter. Either way, we'd really much appreciate it. Thank you very much. Now let's get into the video. Now, like I said before, as you will see, we are doing some, we're still continuing with the sniper rifle here, and we're going pretty ham at the moment. And you will see, probably in about a couple of minutes, you will see me getting absolutely almost pwned. And that's, I suppose, what is probably the best bit about this gameplay footage, is the fact that sometimes I'm good, sometimes I'm bad. Most of the time I'm bad, but still, we enjoy it, so we continue. Now, obviously today, what we did have released anyway was a Samantha Max's pack, and I know I did say in one of the previous videos that, I don't, transpire to buy packs from Call of Duty, because if they can't release a game that works properly, why should I spend more money? But unfortunately I broke my cardinal rule today, and I did actually buy the Samantha Max's pack, and to be totally honest with you, I'm quite impressed with it. Yeah, I like the reactive camo, I like how the character looks, and let's face facts, it is a pretty decent pack. Now, don't get me wrong, it did cost £16.89 in Great British pounds, and it was in America, I think at the moment it's between $25 and $27, which is a hell of a lot of money. But to be honest with you, I would say it's worth the money. It's definitely worth the value. Now, one thing I did find out after buying it, here where there is always a but, is the fact that on zombies, for some people it's actually making them invincible. Now, I don't know if you're going to be one of those lucky people where you can actually go and hammer the high levels, or finish Die Machine if you've been struggling on it, or Firebase C, but at the end of the day, it is definitely working for some people. Now, one of the things as well is on multiplayer, it has been told to be the fact that it won't actually show up, instead it will revert to an Adler skin, which I'm no offence, but if I'm paying money for something and it doesn't work, I'm going to be pretty pissed off. Now, I did actually play it on multiplayer this morning, and you could see my character, so it did work for me, which makes me think that the zombies bit for me won't work either, so it means I'm going to have to try and slog it out with the zombies old school style. So yeah guys, we've got to take the good with the bad. I know we've taken a lot of bad recently, and we're hoping for some good news, and obviously the good news is the fact that Vonderhart and the team are working hard to try and fix this problem. Don't get me wrong, if we're spending this kind of money on a skin, camouflage and everything else, we would expect it to work, but in this day and age there is still problems, and obviously with the graphics and everything else, these guys are pushing out a lot more work, and it does just sometimes take that wee bit of extra just to fix it. Now, obviously also in the news today we did hear that CEO from Take-Two Games did a recent interview and was directly asked about any new games coming from Rockstar Games, mainly GTA 6. Now, obviously, what he did state was the fact that if there was any new news to come out, it would come directly from Rockstar Games. But the thing was, a lot of people might feel downhearted after hearing that. But here's the thing. One thing I want people to understand is, after he said it, he smirked. Now, not in a kind of, kind of polite smile. It was more of a, I know something you don't know. Now, in all fairness, to point that out, he probably knows a lot more than we know, because at this precise point in time, we know absolute diddly squat. Does it get me excited that we could be hearing something about Grand Theft Auto 6 soon? Of course it does, along with the 600 other million people that want to play this game. But to be honest with you, we're not going to hear anything probably in the next couple of months. It might take a bit more time, but we will get to hear what we can soon enough. Now, as we move on, what I'm going to do is just stop the telling you things here, and we're just going to watch this, because this is actually where I screw up pretty bad here. Because obviously, I know what the mission is, I know what I have to do, but then something catches my eye just off in the distance, and I think, ooh, what's this? Now, as you will see in a couple of seconds, I go, wait, oh, I see it. What is it? Let's have a shot at it. Wait, line it up. 16 minutes to line up a shot. Let's sit down and bang. Where the hell did I go? And then boom, there it's there. Now, don't get me wrong guys, when that happened I almost had a heart attack, but you will see in a minute that, you know, he does jump about a lot, he does almost whip my ass, but in all fairness, if you're here to watch good gameplay footage, then this is probably the wrong channel for you, because the one good thing I am at COD is getting my ass pwned constantly. I will bring other game footage of multiplayer, you know, just to back up that one fact. Now, you will see it does take quite a while to kill him. Using a submachine, using a sniper rifle even, is probably why it's quite hard to beat him. This had been pack-a-punch once, I think. Yes, it has. There's no, you know, elements on it or anything. It's just basic pack-a-punch. Let's go for it. Now, obviously, you know, I'm not the best, but we'll use this. This is probably the first time I've used this kill streak. I think I might have used it once when the game first released, and it just was pointless. To kill this guy, it did actually work pretty well. Do I want dual pistols? No, thank you. We'll move on. Now, obviously, this next bit, I did enjoy this. Now, not shooting the hounds, obviously, the things that actually bug the hell out of me, and you'll find out why in a couple of seconds. They just come out of nowhere, do you know what I mean? Toast my little ass. But hey, that's just gameplay footage. But this next bit is obviously when you've got to feed the dragon, no pun intended, haha. But obviously what it is and just another mission on Outbreak. Now, obviously, guys, you obviously know what it is. I'm assuming by now you have probably hammered this to the stage where these are all, you know, higher levels than what I have been. I think the highest I've got so far is round 3, maybe round 4. But generally because things are happening, and obviously try to jump back and forward and get, you know, adult, as we say. Now, obviously, the quick thing I didn't realise to start with in this video was the fact you have to shoot them inside the, you know, the actual circle, which is quite impressive because obviously even the dragon doesn't want to eat raw zombie. Now, what else have we heard recently? Well, not much actually, compared to the fact that, you know, obviously the conferences have been cancelled and been postponed until next year. We have heard, obviously, like I did report the other day there, that Battlefield 6 have Criterion working on it, which means they've put Need for Speed on hold. Now, what I did hear was it was 2023 for the release of Need for Speed, but it might actually be next year. We'll just have to wait and see. Which does give us good knowledge of the fact that the Battlefield 6 will be releasing this year, and we'll obviously be able to get that in as well. So, hey, it's all Gucci bonus. Gucci bonus? Gucci bonus even. Now, you do get a gold crate from this. Now, you also do, if you don't feed it enough, you do get smaller crates. You get a perk, and you get armour. We'll definitely take that, because we need that. And this here, the swords, I had no idea what these were. I couldn't work out how to get them, I couldn't work out what to do, and then, I'll just jump on top of it. And what it does, it just gives you back full power. Now, obviously, I already had this perk on, so that was it. Now, here's the thing, this is where we go into this objective. Now, I'm assuming everybody's probably played this objective. I hate this objective. This is almost as bad as the escorting the rover. Not because it's a bad game mode, just because I spend more time getting my ass whooped than I do actually anything else. Luckily enough, this one I'm playing by myself. So yeah, so I don't actually do too bad on this one, which is a bonus because it does make the game last a bit longer for myself, and I get some enjoyment out of it. Now, one thing I would like to ask you guys, if you could possibly even leave it in the comments below, what would happen, do you know what I mean, if Activision went, right, okay, here's what we're going to do. We're going to give the 3 studios one job to do. We're going to bring them all in together and make all of them make the next Call of Duty, right? We're not going to separate them into 3 different studios, but instead merge them as one. And we're going to have them working on campaign, multiplayer, Warzone, and zombies. Now, I know you're looking at that and going, well, that's 4 different jobs for 3 different studios, but there's also Raven Software, who do a lot of the updates and, you know, the patches and things like that, and they nerf a lot of the guns, sometimes much to everybody's dismay, but they are working on one now, which is the wrapped suppressor, the GRU wrapped suppressor, I think it is, and obviously they're going to be fixing that, which is always a bonus, do you know what I mean, especially if you're a suppressor using person like myself. I nearly called myself a mofo there. In all fairness, a few people probably do call me a mofo, so it's pretty fine. But what would happen, do you know what I mean, if we could just get one game, i.e. if we had Warzone every year, because Warzone is where Activision are making the money, so why not just have Warzone, and then everything else have the 3 studios working on it, on the multiplayer, you know, the campaign if there's a campaign, the zombies if they're wanting zombies brought into it, or survival, whatever, and just focus everything round Warzone more. Instead of going, right, what we're going to do is we're going to give, we're going to release a new game every year. People are going to spend 60, 70, 80, 90 pound on it, sometimes £100 depending on what pack you buy. The same with, you know, same in dollars. Some people spend $150 in a game. We're going to do this every year. Instead of going, right, here's what we're going to do. We're going to have the big season at the very start, which is going to bring out the new map. It's going to give us this, this and this. It's going to save them a lot of time. It's going to save them a lot of hassle. It's potentially going to make them more money, because if you've got 3 studios working on the simple things like, you know, character designs, character customizations, they can probably push that more. So if they can push it more, they could probably make more money off it, because they already know how much money they're making off Warzone, and how much money they're making on things like multiplayer, you know, zombies, everything else. So why not? Maybe this new standalone game is what they're going to do, or the new standalone zombies is what they're going to do to just separate a wee bit, to make them more money, but it's going to give them less trouble to deal with when they'll have their own studio working solely on zombies. Do I think that's a good idea? Well, as this year I have started to enjoy zombies, so yeah, you know what, it is a good idea. I'm looking forward to seeing if it does release. If we hear any news about it, fantastic. Personally, I look at it as a cash camo for Activision, because you know people are going to buy it and are going to go for there. So anyway guys, that's pretty much been the video today. Do you know what I mean? We've brought some information, we've had a speculation count, we've seen what's happening. There's not really much happening in the film industry at the moment. Like I said the other day there, we'll obviously have the new Uncharted coming out, hopefully soon. I'm going to give it a watch anyway, because I like Tom Holland. Secondly, obviously Mortal Kombat will be out next month, so yeah, we're definitely looking forward to that. And as you can see here, this is coming close to the end of the map. Now this actually did amaze me. I'd never seen this before, so I was a bit confused, like, oh, okay, here we go. And that was it guys, you know what I mean? So that's another video from Reaper and the Ghost Squad. And listen guys, if you liked it, hit a like, subscribe, hit us with a comment, and I will see you in the next video. Guys, as always, love you, peace out.